Welcome back, everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Cafe Enchante. We're starting a new game, doing the fifth route. We did 4 routes already, and now we unlock the 5th and final route. Finally, we get to date Misyr Rex, the demon lord, who is locked behind all the 4 other boys. So we're gonna see how this wraps up. We got something kind of weird at the end of the last route we did. Looked like we had kind of a split image of Misyr. So I guess we'll kind of see what that's about. All right, we want to use our same name. Yeah, let's use our same name as before. It's Prologue 5. Alright, we got angry music.
Wind brushes the infinite colorless world like a breath. When he leaves, I'll be alone again. And if he returns, I am certain all I would have for him is apathy. Yes. That's right. This is unfair. If he was saved, I should have been saved as well. That's why I continued to hope. And I kept reaching out. If I can't reach it out now, I just need to reach out further. Then, little by little, the hand I've reached out with, it will at last reach her. Finally, I found you.
It's really ominous. Are we back at the train station? Can we skip? Are we skipping? We should have some new... We should have some new dialogue options that are in favor of Misyr so we can get on his route. Skip. So yeah, I kind of wonder... We gotta open it, or else the game will end. I kind of wonder who that... We had like a white Misyr, I guess, at the end of the last route. I don't know, maybe it's like they're gonna do like a Misyr Blanche and a Misyr Noir kind of thing, like they did in Rune Factory Frontier, where they had like the 2 irises. But I don't know, whoever it is, oops, skip. Whoever it is sounds very angry. Skip. Doo-doo. Oh, okay, we actually have to select. Who are you? You all are. But who are these people in the first place? Okay, it just let me skip anyway. There's nothing new. No new dialogue. That's good. I get to do it a little bit faster. I gotta select all these off. I guess I'll select a beast. I select a demon. Doesn't really matter. A beast? Yeah. We've already read all this dialogue. Doesn't matter what order we pick it. A demon king. A knight. Fallen angel. I'll try for now. Skip. Well, anyway. Hope you guys have been enjoying these routes so far. Seems like each route is more traumatic than the next. Seriously, man, you guys thought it was gonna be a nice, sweet otome game about serving coffee? We were deceived. It is quite a roller coaster of a story, but it's still enjoyable. I would definitely probably do something like this again. Oh god. Oh god. Every time I get my earphones get blasted from that static. Yeah, actually I saw another Otome game. I was just kind of shopping around looking for new Otome games. I saw one for pre-order. I forgot what it was called. But in the description it's like, the story writer. Like from the story writer of Cafe Enchante. I'm just like, oh god, is this going to like emotionally traumatize me? Canis. But I would be interested in playing whatever else he writes. He's pretty good at creating fantasy settings. Skip. I think that's the last option for chapter 1. And we got the gunfight with the GPM agents. And yeah, I can't believe we're almost done with this game too. It was a lot of dialogue, a lot of talking. It was a lot longer. It's like the longest Otome game I've played. The other ones I played, what, Kitty Love? And My Secret Pets. Those chapters are like 15 to 30 minutes long. Play this game, these chapters are like 1 to 3 hours. Skip. Yeah, it's definitely been exhausting. I am working on some other LPs though that are not Otome games. Got something kind of nostalgic on the back burner, and of course, trying to work on another Harvest Moon game. It's like a lot. I guess I could say research. I'm just like kind of making a guide for it, just so it goes kind of smoothly. Of course, it's gonna be a grindy one. All Harvest Moons are pretty grindy. But yeah, those are like working on them little by little. I'm hoping I could do more Let's Plays, like faster ones. Cause I always look at like my front page of my channel. I'm just like, yeah, some of these on my front page are getting to be 1 year to 2 years old. Oh, there's Ignis on the floor, literally dying. Let's see, the goods are cute. Skip. Yeah, I think like gone are the days where I could do a 12 episode LP. It's kind of weird, like some of the N64 games and GameCube games I played, like they are not that long, but they felt long when I was a kid because I was dumb and Santa in front of Ignis, yes. Yeah, it's just like I was dumb and couldn't beat him fast enough, but like once I was older and know what to do, it's just like, this isn't that long. Now games are just like hundreds of hours long. Sending you on like fetch quests and stuff. Just skip. And that's kind of what people expect because they pay money. They want hours of content. Canis, my sweet little boy. I'll say I'm a friend, just a friend, not his owner. It's kind of weird to say that I'm the owner. That seems less romantic of an option. Coffee. In honor of Misyr, who likes coffee. so long. I wish we could just... that's not true, blah blah blah. As fast as we can go. I kinda wish we could just... had an option where we just immediately just cut away to the choices. 'Cause even fast forwarding this... I like in normal clothes. Yeah, even fast forwarding this is still pretty darn long. Oh, Misyr. Gets a little closer. He never goes back to his human clothes. He's just like, yeah, this is it. I'm just gonna keep wearing my robes. Alright, finally, we get to pick this option. I had a good teacher. It was excellent simply because I had a good teacher. Of course, that teacher was Misyr. I tried to learn how to brew coffee on my own. But when it comes to the basic of pouring a cup, I make mistakes and forget things, likely because I begin to feel so panicked. I guess it's important, no matter what you're working on, to have a little guidance from someone. I should have had you teach me from the very beginning. Perhaps. Though, I believe that failure is truly the greatest teacher. But you think I'm a good teacher too, huh? That's pretty nice. Makes you sound important. Yeah, not bad at all. Now I'm embarrassed for calling you that. Alright, skip. Gonna bippity boppity boo this coffee. They do have some fancy coffee equipment. It does have a normal drip coffee maker. Super easy. Just put your beans in the grinder. Insert coffee filter, pour grounds in, and water. Well, sometimes it's hard for some people. Ooh, okay. Is this, oh, are they preparing the tea party? Is this what this is? So we got a next, finally, got a new option. Let's see how Misyr's doing. Alright, Misyr was saying he would be in charge of the drinks. I was sure he would be by the table preparing lots of delicious coffees. With that assumption, I headed down to the cafe. However... Huh? He's not here. Maybe he went to the convenience store to get drinks other than coffee. Oh, wait. Where's Misyr?
What troubles you, Kutone? Is something the matter?
I turned towards the voice that called to me to find Canis standing there carrying a large amount of items. He did say he was in charge of snacks. I'm sure he was on his way back from a trip to the store for ingredients. I came to see how Misyr was doing, but I don't see him anywhere.
Ah, I had seen Misyr walk towards the gate just a short while ago.
The gate?
I, too, was a bit curious about what caused him to do so. Perhaps something in the demon world. Recently, Misyr seems to be spending much time in that room.
I see. Thanks for letting me know, Canis. Canis assured me it was no trouble and began heading to the kitchen. I kind of wonder what the demon world's like. It's like a Heavenly World Caleb thing. We haven't seen the demon world either. I wonder if Misyr's still standing in front of the gate right now. Maybe I should take over the drinks if this is a bad time for him. But with that in mind, I step into a room I hadn't visited in a while, with the gate inside it. There was Misyr, gazing at the plate hanging on the gate, the one that read closed. His head was tilted. He looked puzzled. Though it seemed like he wasn't intending on heading back into the demon world. Misyr? Oh, it's you. Sorry to worry you. I walked away from my post without saying anything. Well, that's okay. Is something wrong with the gate? No, nothing at all. Nothing's wrong, but... Well, it's just that when I passed by here earlier, I thought I heard a strange noise. Oh, that's ominous. We know that strange noise. Misyr falls silent, staring back at the gate. I began to stare at it as well, but I couldn't see anything wrong with it. The plate read closed. I believe that means no one could have come in from the outside world. I'm sure he had thought the same thing. With that, the expression on Misyr's face began to fade quickly. Well, it must be my imagination. Let's go back to the cafe, Katone. Time to make up for lost time. Would you like a hand? I mean, you're up for pouring coffee, right? I'd like to learn a little more from you. Oh, well, that's a nice suggestion. We'll need to make a trip to the store first. We need to make sure we have soft drinks. We leave the gate to our back, smiling as we exit the room. Misyr, I glanced back at the gate. Relieved knowing there was nothing there, I closed the door without hesitation. Don't pan, don't pan there. Is that it? Okay, skip. They really like to build up the anticipation. Makes you wanna, like, just makes you really eager to learn what's next. Alright, Demon World, Asmodia. Will you tell me about the Demon World, Misyr? Okay, we already read this before. Just in a different order. We've read it. We read it. Alright, Fairy World Medio. Demon World Calm. Beast World Bestia. The GPM. Skip. Is that the last? That's the last option for this chapter. Drink some water. I got this. Oh god. Alright, Medio. The nice, beautiful fairy world. Or even though we had a friggin' fairy eating tree, it's probably like the least traumatic world we've been in. Although that is pretty scary, like, the entire world is like an organism that just can kill you on a whim or whenever it's hungry. It's still a very terrifying concept. There's Vania. Don't follow Vania. I picked both options before, so we can just skip through the dialogue. Oh, what? What's this? In the end, totally drained of all happiness, Vania begins walking away listlessly. Okay, why was that dialogue not skippable? Random dialogue box that the game thinks I haven't read yet. Having a tea party with the fairies. Let's take a sip of my drink. And just like drinking nectar sounds like it'd be super sweet, but I guess if it's not I can't say I've drank nectar before, but honey, which is made from nectar, is really sweet. I was thinking about getting some honey to like soothe my throat, but I ended up just getting a bunch of cough drops. I got them in bulk from Costco. I was looking for like honey drops, but I think this one's like lemon mint. The only kind they had at Costco. You don't get a lot of variety, but you get a lot. Like I have been using like a lot of cough drops, like either before or after I record, and it's been helping. It's been helping to get me get through this and not get sick after doing these super long recordings. Yeah, and I was thinking about getting honey, but I was just like, I don't really like honey. It'd be good to take it with tea, probably, but I'm not like a very big tea drinker. And I guess my grandma did take it in coffee, but I was just like not sure how that would taste. It'd just be like an acquired taste. I'm so used to drinking my coffee with like a certain creamer. Okay, there are birds outside. I hear these like weird squeaks outside. Maybe the rain abated. Now the birds are coming out. Mikado! Such a tragic villain. Seriously, he's like the most tragic villain that we had. Like, Venya had good intentions. And, like, ultimately she got what she wanted. Dromi had terrible intentions. Mikado, man, though, he cannot get what he wanted, and I wish he was able to get what he wanted in a way that did not kill that many people, but... And then the fourth villain. Oh, okay, we got choice. Are you sure? Oh, okay. I thought that was like non-skippable dialogue. But yeah. The fourth villain, which is kind of like a sub-villain. Solitis. That guy. That guy who lives under the robe. Can't believe they just let him work at the GPM. It's like literal angel. They're like, yeah, you're hired. Like, Mikado, you idiot. Please be careful. Yeah, Solitis was just kind of another one of circumstance. There's like so many people who you could just ship with ill. You could ship Solitis and ill, Misyr and ill. It almost makes me feel like Katone is just like playing second fiddle to like all these other intense love interests. Let's see. Let's greet everyone. Skip. Oh, hi. This is not skippable. Can you really get used to that? Okay, for some reason that dialogue, that box is not skippable. On to Bastia. I still hold on to, like, a story element of actually having Solitis fall. Like, fall completely. And, like, get black wings and stuff. But I'm gonna guess that they just didn't draw like a portrait of him with black wings. It wouldn't be that hard, I'm guessing, because it looks like for some of the other characters, like the GPM agents and like the angel grunts, they just kind of piece. They have like components that they just kind of move around on those little grunt characters. Which one I pick? I trust in everyone. Skip. Now what? This is not skippable. Okay, why just the triple dot? Going to find Kororo's family. Skip. Yeah, poor ill. Poor ill in this world. He was a freaking powerhouse in camp though. They made him seem so frail in the other routes. I got this clown. He's just a friendly neighborhood tiger boy. I'm worried about ill, which we have done before, so we can skip. Seriously, Misyr, you're always hanging out with ill. But now we kind of know why. He feels responsible for, like, what he did to his personality. It's more like a dad thing. He kind of, like, he's responsible for ill's growth. Punches. Just a quick punch to the gut. I can't see it. Alright, that's the last choice for chapter 6. Now we're going on to chapter 7. Was there a date? This was the date chapter. Which ill didn't have an option. Are they going to give an option for Misyr? Alright, gotta cheer up Katone, saw all that bloodshed and Bestia. Skip. God, it's so long. Where's the dialogue choice? There it is. Alright, there is another option. We have a fourth option that opened up. Whoop. Relax while reading a book. Of all day, it doesn't seem like I need to do any shopping. What should I do? Let's relax while reading a book. I do that like every day. I'm reading, So I'm a Spider, So What? I watched the anime, but man, the book kind of lays it out in a way that you can understand it better. But the anime is still good. It's kind of a whirlwind as well. Alright, let's pick option 4. I've read most of the books I have here. I have the time though. Maybe I'll reread one. Gotta get a Kindle, girl. You can just buy and download books. With that thought, I tried pulling out a handful of books. But I still remember what's in all of these. I was looking through the books on the shelf when I heard a soft knock on the door. Yes, come in. It's Misyr. Hey, Katone. Huh? Am I interrupting your reading? Oh no, not at all. I was thinking of reading a book, but I've read everything here. I was just wondering what I should do. Huh. You've read all these books? You're a bookworm too, aren't you? Bookworm too? Oh, right. You're usually reading a book when you're having your coffee, huh? Indeed. I mostly read small pocket books, but depending on my mood, sometimes I read books throughout the entire day. Hey, I have a suggestion for you. If you're looking for something to read, why don't you come find some books with me? Huh? I'm going to a bookstore? I love going to the bookstore. Kind of peruse, see what I haven't read yet. Misyr took me to a place I'd never been. A used bookstore in the shopping district. It looked nostalgic and smelled of old paper. It wasn't a big store by any means, but held a great many books. My heart started racing, looking at this world stacked high with words. I never knew a used bookstore was here. A lot of people have digital books now, but I always prefer the feel of paper. Me too. I do like physical books, but they do take a lot of physical space after a while. Haha, yeah, I get it. The smell of paper is relaxing. Katone, since we're here, let's find and grab whatever books we want. Yeah! At Misyr's suggestion, I headed straight for the shelves with any and everything related to mythological stories. Grandpa's books had an influence on me. Recently, I've been completely engrossed by this genre. Oh, this book was sold out online. And this one was so expensive that I held off on buying it. Who knew it'd be so cheap? Yeah, usually online if they're out of print, they're super expensive, but sometimes you can pick it up at a used bookstore. It was a mountain of treasure to me. Caught in the moment, I continued picking up book after book, and then... Oh wow, we've gotten quite a bit here. I'm glad we have a big table. After buying the ones that interested us, we went right back to Enchante. There, our treasures were piled high upon the table. Maybe we went a little overboard. It's not like we can read it all right now. We'll just write down everything we have. Keep a backloggery. I move the pile of books to the side and sit across from Misyr. Looking at the lineup you have here, this would seem you favor stories of fantasy. Yeah, I mean, I read all sorts of things, but I always come back to these. Oh, and the books you read, Misyr, are... mystery novels, right? Oh, that's right. Good eye. I like modern mystery novels, but... I guess I'm more interested in the classic works of the genre throughout the times. In particular, the Sherlock Holmes series by Arthur Conan Doyle. It's kind of weird. He's also the Stephen King. He's like, yeah, I like these like human books. They're kind of interesting. A world-famous detective novels written by Arthur Conan Doyle. They tell of the activities of the great detective Holmes and his assistant, Dr. Watson. Oh, I know of that series at least. The great detective Sherlock Holmes and his partner, John H. Watson. The stories revolve around the pair solving all sorts of crimes and mysteries. And even Maurice Leblanc, the author of the series of The Gentlemanly Thief Lupin. Gentleman Thief Lupin series, a popular novels written by French author Maurice Leblanc about the activities of the gentleman thief Arsène Lupin. Getting book ideas here. Although these are old books, like maybe it might be something you're interested in. He had Holmes appear in his works, which was a big deal at the time. Oh, I got like cameo appearances. detective made out to be the arch rival. That was pretty exciting. Within those stories, the holder of genius intellect, James Moriarty, also known as Napoleon of Crime. Oh yes, he's really nice. How cunning and calculating he is. If he were real, or maybe in an alternate world, I'd love to recruit him into my Demon Lord army. I hope you rethink that idea. He's already an insanely powerful Demon Lord. He'd be unstoppable if he did that. So, what are you gonna read, Katone? There's a lot here, but I think this one catches my eye. A love story set within the times of Greek mythology. So, it's this story where a goddess and a human boy fall in love. It doesn't just have a crazy plot, but it's popular because of the psychology involved and the romance is written in such detail. I'm sure it's not unusual in these myths for humans and gods to fall in love. Just refer to... If you're thinking Greek mythology, there's Zeus who like literally fathered like everybody. Well, not everybody, but he made a lot of babies. But that's just how we read them. It's a love held not only by these two people, but it went across species. It must have been hard. I want to know how it... Sorry, I was rambling. No, it's perfectly fine. Stories have a way of connecting to us that we couldn't cut if we wanted to. It's why you like them. Huh? We mentioned it in passing before, right? Canis, for example, his existence had been passed down as the stories of Doulahan. And stories of demons and angels might have appeared because of contact via gates and wormholes connecting to Mai and Il's worlds. Can you imagine the curiosity you'd have about how people on the other side view us? Ah, I see. And also, your interest in these stories. I'm glad I understand your passion for them. It's always nice to have something that you can just lose yourself in. I wouldn't go that far. This is really just a hobby for me. There's something amazing about a hobby. Maybe it's because I've lived for so long, but I do tire of things easily. Who knows how long these mystery novels I'm into right now will last. That's right, Misyr's lived much longer than the others. That said, he's probably done all sorts of things that normal people try. I'm sure it'd be hard to stick with a single hobby for someone like him. So maybe the day will come when I'll be able to feel the same rush as you do from these fantastical stories. When that time comes, I hope you'll recommend me some books. Will you do that for me, Senpai? Don't call me Senpai. Senpai. I like how that wasn't translated. They're like, nope. Senpai is a English word now for upperclassmen. That sounds so strange. You're always my teacher when it comes to anything related to coffee. I laugh, holding my voice down so it doesn't bother anyone else around us. Misyr smiles at me in satisfaction for some reason. It's nice to talk to you about something other than coffee when it's quiet like this. It gets noisy when everyone else is here. Well, I do enjoy the liveliness though. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've held a conversation like that about books. I'm glad we did that then. I invited you randomly today, but when we have another chance, may I invite you again? Of course! I'd like to hear more about your favorite books next time. After that, we spent our time reading books. at times taking breaks and talking about them until we had our fill. We actually didn't spend too much time talking as we were reading. But the time I spent with Misyr was quiet, and it felt so calming. I think that's... Alright, she's back. She's back. Alright, skip. Skip! And I think that's it until the very end of main chapter 8, where hopefully we've picked all the right dialogue options, where Misyr will be the route that we're on. Which we should. There was a lot of new options that are specifically Misyr related. I get to go with Il. We never got to go to the aquarium with Il. Yeah. Don't push yourself. There we go. Alright, that's the last option of chapter 7. Now we're getting to learn more about Misyr. He has such like calm hobbies for a demon lord. He's like, I like drinking coffee and reading books in between torturing my enemies. Things about Il. Oh right, we also got to like learn a few more mysteries in like the last strat we did. Just noticed like the person watching us from the park. I guess that was Mikado's assistant, just like watching Il this whole time. And then someone pointed out that like in Ignis's route, like when Il was super beat up and just kind of left alone at the cafe, and he came back to Bestia, he's like, I'm all better. So I guess like the person that gave him that sliver of like spirit energy was actually Solitis, which is weird because he didn't use that opportunity to capture him. Instead he just like helped him. I want to go see what's happening. But yeah, that was kind of nice. Like Solitis didn't use that opportunity to capture Il in his like super injured state. He's like my friend. I'm just gonna save you. I'm gonna give you spirit energy and let you do your thing. I also thought like that Mikado's assistant was like actually Dromi's accomplice. Because I remember when they were interrogating Dromi, like he left the room and all of a sudden just like everything just went to crap. Like everything started blowing up. I'm like, did he just like set off a bunch of bombs? But no, I guess it was just coincidence. He left and then everything went down. He just got angry when Dromi was... Dromi was joking around about Ignis eating Il and getting wings. Alright, ask... This is the last choice of this chapter. Ask Misyr and Il to help. Oh, alright, this is unskippable. Considering that, the best decision would be to ask the two for help. Alright, that's the only dialogue box that it didn't skip through. Also, we didn't learn about the sport toys. That's right. These guys. It was revealed in the last route that like the angels were responsible for the wormholes. But like we didn't see this. We didn't see the skeletons in the last route. So like are they not responsible for the smart toys, but just the wormholes? Kinda confused. Slap. Let's all hit Misyr. All regular showing their stuff. I think they're kind of like powered up in the human world. It's just like when they go to other worlds. They either power up or power down. When they're in the human world, they're just kind of at like a baseline, sort of. A holy hand grenade! Yep. There we go, crisis averted! Alright, and when we wake up, there's Misyr! Someone was there. Someone was. They were quiet. I saw Misyr's back turned towards me, sitting at the counter. Misyr? I didn't expect to see you here. You're usually in the demon world by now. After I call to him, Misyr turns towards me, his robe waving, as if to greet me as well. Oh, Katone! Well, here I am. I felt like hanging around until the very last minute today. You know, there was that weird phenomenon where you were pulled into that gate, right? I just thought I'd see what's up and maybe stand guard for a little bit. I see. I appreciate you being concerned. No, don't worry about it. Oh right, I came down to pour myself some warm milk, but... Would you like anything, Misyr? Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. Hey, since you're here... Can I try the special blend you promised me earlier? The one only you can make. Well, of course, certainly. But I really am still testing it out. You sure you want to try it? Of course! It's your own coffee that doesn't exist anywhere else in the world, isn't it? I won't let anyone else have the honor of being able to taste something so splendid. It's nothing so amazing, but okay. I'll try to make you the best cup I can. I smiled, and as I went to boil some water, Misyr suddenly calls out to me, stopping me. Can you wait a minute? I actually got a request. A request? Yeah, that blend. Could you pour it into this mug? With a snap of his finger, appeared a coffee cup that fit perfectly in his hands. A little chipped, isn't it? It looked fairly old, with several small scuffs on its surface. What's this? It's my own personal mug, I guess. Some people have bowling balls, dart sets, but I have a mug. As a self-proclaimed coffee fanatic, I'm particular about drinking vessels, too. Looks pretty old. And a little beat up. It looks just like an ordinary mug to me, but is it actually really expensive? Well, if it's cracked, the world would be annihilated by this demon lord's rage. It's already cracked though. Are you gonna destroy everything if it breaks? What? I'm just kidding, but still, it's something precious to me. So, I'd be happy if you treat it gently. I was about to tell him he should leave it here if it was so precious to him, but... His eyes were filled with kindness as he looked at me and the mug. So deciding that saying so might be insensitive, I quietly nod. However, the idea that this mug was something the powerful demon lord kept so preciously, it wouldn't disappear from my mind. I hope I don't get nervous and break it. What if my hands are shaking and I couldn't pour the coffee into it correctly? Well, if that happens, it happens. It is precious to me, but it's still a consumable product after all. So just relax and use it as my own special mug. Okay. If you say so, Misyr. Holding against the pressure, I pour the warm milk into my own cup and the special blend into Misyr's. I tried over and over, adjusting ratios little by little. I finally began to see the cup I pour take shape. I'm still far behind from being able to hold pride in its completion, but this is the best cup I can pour. Here you go! Unable to hide my considerable anxiety or my movements becoming very stiff, I give Misyr the coffee. Misyr, who takes his cup in his hand while slowly taking in the aroma, begins to drink. Misyr's coffee cup, a mug given to the heroine by Misyr. At a glance, it seems to be an ordinary old coffee cup, but it seems quite important. Considering they gave you a definition for it, I wonder if it's gonna be, like, kind of plot relevant. Kind of like when Rindo gave you, like, his phone number at the end of his route. Like, that actually became a plot point in his route. Even though, like, in all the other routes, we didn't have his number. Oh yeah. This is well done. It hits me right in the heart. Good. I'm so glad you like it. Seriously, it really is good. I feel like I can drink this coffee for quite a while. Haha, don't overdo it. I still think there's a lot I can improve on with this blend. I drink my warm milk as well and enjoy a peaceful conversation with Misyr. That's right, Misyr. About the gate. Were you able to find out anything else? No, nothing. I looked into it myself, but... well... it's eerie how quiet it is. It actually makes it more suspicious. It's like... this isn't exactly a metaphor you'd use on a door, but... I get this impression. It pretends to be nice and subservient when anyone else but you comes by. After all that has happened, I feel like it wouldn't be strange if there were some sort of remnants left behind. Yeah, I suppose that's true. It's almost like the very gate itself has a mind of its own, huh? Or there's something in another world that's behind it. It would be wise to avoid the gate for a little while. Definitely late at night, but especially if you're alone. Got it. I'll be careful. Even I wouldn't want to have to go through that same experience again. But I really am glad that you all were there in that place I got sent to. It was all thanks to you that the wormhole at the island was dealt with. Hey, what do you think that wormhole was, really? Everyone was saying that it's different from the ones usually out there, right? I casually aired out my comment while taking a sip of the warm milk. Misyr, what do you know? The one thing I can say is that that world, it's a place that cannot exist in the human world. And yet, why? Why did it appear at a place like that? As Misyr talked with a troubled look on his face, I thought back to the Spart toy that appeared in that giant arm. Those things were without a doubt a threat to those living in this world. But... He's yelling, Ag! Now that we were back safely, I recalled the moment. Okay, the arm. The noise that noise when the arm crumbled, it felt kind of like a scream. Yeah. With no will of its own. I'm not even sure that it's non-human. It was just a hollow being, and yet it seemed sad. I felt it too. As Misyr closed his eyes, he murmured with a lonely tone in his voice. Is that it? No matter what strange scenes happen, blah blah blah. Okay. Welcome to Cafe Enchante. Alright, we finished the prologue and main chapters for Misyr. Now we're on Misyr Chapter 1, which we'll do in the next episode. We're kind of wondering where it's going to start us off. It's going to be scary or usually the first chapters are lighthearted. Alright, yeah, we have silence. Okay. So I'm very eager to start this route, but we gotta wait. We'll wait for the next episode. Alright, anyway guys, I hope you guys had a fun time with this, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.